Are you an estate agency supplier or a PropTech supplier and you're finding it really, really difficult to find great people to be in your sales team? Well, listen up in the next few minutes because I've got Miles White, who is big in the game at Crux Careers. Miles, I know you are a consultant, senior consultant for Crux Careers, and it goes out saying that you're very well known for your estate agency and letting agency recruitment. But today I particularly want to focus on recruiting decent people for prop tech and estate agency suppliers.
Yeah.
What are the challenges that the ladies and gentlemen out there in prop tech world are finding those right people?
I suppose a lot of the problems that prop techs are facing are trying to find other people from other prop techs. A lot of the recruitment we're doing in prop tech at the moment typically come from the estate agency space um, that are transitioning into prop tech. So when you're looking for that existing B2B sales experience, it's just about getting your salary brackets right. Um, Whereas if you're considering someone from the estate agency space, there's a lot more room for negotiation. I can go into details on salaries, um, but it's that B2B sales experience that we're typically finding is hard to come by. For a good BDM is typically the majority of the roles we fill in PropTech.
So there's plenty of people that you say are coming from a state agency that want to join prop tech, but their skills of selling from business to business is hard work. Would you say that, and I'm making a sweeping statement here, it's could be a lot smarter to recruit someone who's already in the space of selling business to business in prop tech and transferring them over?
I I don't agree with that. No, I think there are some fantastic estate agents out there. There's also some very bad ones, um, but the typical market at the moment is candidates want Monday to Friday. They want bigger salaries and they want better commissions, and they want 9 to 5, not 8:30 to 6:30. So there are estate agents out there that are looking. They're on the market, and these are some fantastic people.
Yes, but a good estate
Just
agent doesn't make a good prop tech
just
seller.
because they are just an estate agent, I, I've seen and I've got great track records with current prop techs of estate agents, the estate agents that have taken these roles as business development managers, account managers, etc., and shown that they are capable of B2B sales. Whether that's because they're a good business and they teach and develop and train and mentor well, I don't know. I would probably say that's a good aspect of it.
Because there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and if I've got to trust you to find someone that isn't a turkey, haven't I? How
Yeah.
can I trust you, Miles, if I was a prop tech supplier?
Well, I think we're so well connected in the estate agency space with our directors, Ian, a couple of other names that are a part of us. We're so well connected within the estate agency space. We'd like to say we're working with some of the best people in the industry, not just through applications and stuff that comes through social media and Indeed and your job boards,
Which is
etc.
what most firms do.
Yeah, it's just a sit back, lazy, typical recruiter that just sit there and wait for an application to come in.
A bit like a lazy estate agent waiting, putting it on
Exactly.
Rightmove.
It's just waiting for a buyer and a seller to come knock on your door, which isn't, it should be the other way around, using my words carefully. Um, I think we get a lot of traction with referrals because of our name and because of who we are. We get a lot of traction off of that, and referrals leads to more referrals. So it's just that sort of constant churn of getting the right people, not just any old candidate.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, whilst yes, you do estate agent and letting agent normal recruitment, the skill set that Crux have to help prop tech and estate agency suppliers is that your directors and everyone else very well known in the industry. You have connections. We are in a people business, and you sort out the wheat from the chaff.
Exactly that. We're a sieving process to make sure we're saving your time. We want to make sure we're worth our money. There's a lot of recruiters out there that will just send you 500 CVs and hope one stick, and that's just not what we're about. We want to be honest, we want to be decent, and to be quite frank, I don't get paid my commission unless they last for a certain length of time. So it's absolutely pointless for me to chuck crap at a wall and hope it sticks.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear. Anything extra you're doing in 2024 to help the ladies and gentlemen of prop tech world out there?
Yeah, so we will be diversifying a bit more in the property space and PropTech, but mainly on the estate agency side, we want to jump more into the mortgage world and conveyancing, so legal. We are integrating AI, so jumping on that old bad bandwagon that a lot of people are at the moment. So that's creating the best possible job specs, the best marketing material, the best candidate specs. So when I'm representing a candidate, I can create a nice AI spec that reads through their CV and take all their skills and experience and puts it just in a nice summary for me, so I can either speak to them over the phone about it or send it on email.
And indirectly, that will help the prop tech suppliers, because if you're going for a bigger pond, there might be someone great in mortgage that will be good at selling prop tech, and vice versa.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah,
good stuff.
sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are lots of recruitment firms out there. Some are run by many of my good friends. But at the end of the day, Crux Careers are run by some great people. I've never heard a bad word against you, if you don't mind me saying, and I talk to an awful lot of people.
Check the kerfuffle reviews.
Indeed, indeed. So please do find out a bit more. Speak with Myles. He's on LinkedIn. He's an absolute top chap, and he is the better looking version of his old man. Thanks very much for your time today, mate.
Cheers, Chris.